How's it going, everyone? This is Central Cast, and welcome back to another Rambling with Blake. So in the past, I had planned things out. I had them all thought out, and I had a set topic. Today, I just threw that out the window, and I have nothing planned. So this is definitely going to be a rambling series. Or a rambling episode. It's like extra rambles, only this time not referring to length, as it did in the past. Like the second one, when it said double the rambles, because it was an hour long, as opposed to the first one, which was a half an hour. Which, by the way, these can't be anywhere near that long, like an hour long. Well, for now, anyway. This is just temporary. I can't have them at a decent length, or like at a larger length. I've got to keep them around like 20 minutes or so, because otherwise the uploads will be extremely late. Just as a slight example, yesterday's episode of Fallout, which I believe was episode 12, or perhaps it was 13, I don't remember. But anyway, it would have been 13. Yeah, 13. It was episode 13, Fallout episode 13. I started uploading it, but it was a 26 minute episode, and it took an hour and a half to upload. Because just like lately, my internet has been way worse than it usually is. And it takes some time to actually upload. I don't know why it's suddenly gotten a lot worse. I've got to get around to contacting him, because I think it may be a problem with the transmitter. Because if I'm right up by it, it's pretty fine, it's fine, but I can't, from like where I have my setup, which is upstairs in one of the rooms, in one of the bedrooms, I can't really get like as good of a signal up here, because it's just, I don't know, it just doesn't get a good signal, and I think it probably is a transmitter, because before it 25 minutes, or 25, like a 25 minute upload would not take nearly as long. Like, actually, at its peak, it would be about 20 minutes for that. And lately, it's just been extending the time in now hour and a half. That's ridiculous, but it's the best available right now in my area. I hate it so much. I just kicked the desk. But it's the best I've got in the area. But there's another company that's gonna be. There's like a company that's coming out around here soon, which is way better than my current internet company, and I'm excited, because that means I can actually do stuff. I don't know why I'm saying some words louder than the rest, but I'm gonna be able to do more stuff, because I want to do, like, I was thinking about this, I was thinking about this yesterday or the day before. I believe it was yesterday. I was thinking about how I used to just like record stuff and like do like night uploads, just like have the regular upload and then just record something random for night. Like I did a horror game for a couple of them, and I do the first ones of these were just like a night upload too, and it would just it was fun. And I enjoyed doing that, and I want to go back and do that again, because I really enjoyed it. I loved it. It was just more content. I almost said continent for some reason. It's more content. I almost did it again. It's more content that I can put out there, and I want to go back to that. I want to do that, but if I do that, it's not gonna be like the late recording session. Like, unless I record at night and then schedule it to upload the following night, there's really no way I can do that with my current internet speed. Because just like back months ago, several months ago. It was January and February. Maybe it was February and March. No, it would have been February because it was the old mic, and this new mic that I've been using for about a year now. I got in March 2017. So January, it would have been around January and February of 2017, not 2016. Considering this channel was started December. The first upload was December 30th, 2016. The channel wasn't even created in January and February 2016. It was created in August 2016, but I never actually got around to doing stuff on it until that following December. Or I believe it may have been August. I can actually check that right now if my internet will allow it. But that mic, I still have no idea what happened. If you watch the very first video, it's actually a pretty good mic. Or for like for $20, that was a good mic. Just like, oh, it's July 2016, not August, July. But anyway, just like about it, just like, what was I talking? Oh yeah, the mic. I got distracted. I do that a lot. The mic, it started off with decent quality for a simple $20 mic that I got off of Amazon. It was pretty good. But then, like, it wasn't too long into it that it just suddenly got worse. It was bad, and it sounded like way older than it actually was. That was the same mic. If you go back to even just like, there's one that automatically plays for people who aren't subscribed. Which, if you aren't, go ahead and hit that go ahead and hit. I'm gonna try that again. Go ahead and hit that subscribe button. But if you go back to videos, I'm trying to view the relative time. It would have been like March, like, okay, just like around February or early March or February. If you go around those times, you just listen to the poor audio quality. Like the biggest video that I have, like the most popular video I have from that time, was one where it was the Stargate. I was just messing with stuff from the EAP mod, which is Stargate mod. Well, mods. It was a mod pack. You had to download them, all of them, and it was really, really fun. That was actually the last video I did before I got this mic. If you listen to that quality and then listen to the quality from the very first upload, there's a substantial difference. Yet, it's the same mic. I have no idea what happened. It was pretty good in the start, but it just got worse. It just wasn't good anymore. I don't understand like why it did that. Then the mic kind of sounded like in the video I did, which was like a really strange video I did, Patience Log. It was just something I made because I was bored one day. That's basically what happened. Is I was just like, I should do it. But I created that, and I added in a radio effect using Audacity, and it sounds almost like that, only natural. I don't know why I spent the time. I don't know why I spent time editing that when I could have just cracked out the old mic, because it would have been more genuine. But I have no idea why that got so much worse. But like when I got this mic, it was actually pretty cool. It was pretty fun. Fun. I certainly enjoyed recording, because if I have something simple as a cold, I can still record. Because that old mic, just the old mic, what it was is, it didn't have a very good like trying to think of what it's called. Um, it just didn't have a very good like receiver into it. So where I during recordings I was on top of the mic pretty much, shouting into it, and it was still poorly heard. It just wasn't that good, um, and so something simple like a cold, and it'd be very hard to record. And then like now the only time I'll miss an upload is like, or like if I'm sick and I miss an upload, it's just because of something major. Like if I can't talk at all, I don't record because there's no point if you're just gonna hear a really raspy voice. It's not gonna be very entertaining. And so I kind of refrain from it. But I'm getting better at recording ahead of time because I remember back in like the early days of the channel, I used to record everything on weekends and then schedule uploads. But the problem is that took a huge chunk out of my day, and I prefer to record things pretty close to the day of upload. Um, and so I started recording on the weekdays or like on the days of uploads and stuff. But what I'm thinking about doing is I might record something and then edit it and then upload it the following day. So working a day ahead of time. And then if I start or then like that way I could have like uploads. Like if there's one day that I'm sick and stuff, I've already got the upload, so it's not a big deal. Just the following day will be just be recorded that day, and so I'm wanting to start being more like that with uploads and stuff. Which, by the way, I am pushing more towards daily uploads because obviously I uploaded yesterday, which at the very beginning of the channel I uploaded daily, but there was a time when I just kind of lost motivation and I didn't upload anything for a while. But then like now I'm kind of making my return, or as of like a month ago I started making my return, and I started uploading Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, and now I'm finally pushing more towards daily uploads. I'm finally getting the time to do so. And I'm recording, like yesterday I uploaded, which is a Tuesday, and I'm thinking about recording tomorrow. So I'm thinking every weekday and then push towards the weekends, or maybe just like, I don't know, should I do weekends and then Monday, Wednesday, Friday, or should I do weekdays? Because it'll be the same amount. It'll be 5 days still, like Saturday, Sunday, Monday, Wednesday, Friday. There's the 5 days, or it can just be Monday through Friday, those 5 days. Or actually, I don't know. I do really want to push more towards daily uploads. I guess now's a good time as any, so I'm going to try to do that. I'm going to see if I can get the time to do so, which I should have. I should have the time for that. But another thing is, I really want to start, like, when it finally starts to warm up, I'd like to start doing more stuff, like live action stuff. Because way back months ago, it was before I even got this mic. It was in March, early March. Or maybe it was February. I'm trying to think when it was. Um, I'm trying to think when it was. Because the thing of it is I remember it was nice and warm that day. Except for the wind. I struggled to speak for a second there. But I can't really use temperature to indicate it because we had the weirdest weather. The weirdest weather early 2017, like, and then late 2016. I'm referring to the winter where it was just a nice warm winter. But it wasn't like the summer. The summer before that winter was horrible. Like the average was 90 in the 90s, and there were a couple days over 100. Or never mind. That's 2016. I'm thinking about. 2017 summer was not that bad, but now this winter, the average has been 0. That's like in like negatives and stuff, and like today's the warmest day it's been in several days. Oh, it's 25. That's actually really good. It's 25 degrees Fahrenheit out. And that's actually the best day we've had in a long time. Like a week and a half, 2 weeks. Probably just a week and a half. Somewhere around there. But I like to walk outside. I like to go on walks, but I can't do that if it's 4 degrees outside. Or -4, I mean. If it's -4, I can't go walk outside. That's just not good. Um, but weather is just weird. It's Iowa. Iowa is strange with weather. I'd like to record some of the weird weather stuff, like weird weather phenomena. Um, I guess one of the most, like, the biggest, like, most significant weather, like, things I've been through is, a couple of years ago. I'm trying to think when it was. Um, 2015? No. Yes? No. Yes, 2015. Um, it was 2015. It would have been that summer. Where like I was at home. There was like a tornado that happened 2 miles away from my house. Um, 2 miles is a pretty, like, when you think have it like when you think about it, that seems kind of long, but when you actually know how far away it is, like when you actually like see the difference, it's not as far as you'd think it'd be, and especially storm standards. So like we got the winds, and the entire lawn was just covered um, with branches. Like there's like at the old house there was like a big tree. This was when I lived in a small town in Davis County. I'm just like I normally never mind. I was gonna say I was gonna say I'm kind of hesitant to say it, but I figured why not? I don't live there. Um, and I flat out said my location before, and it's like not like my address, obviously, but I've said the general area, like I live in a suburb of Des Moines, Iowa. Um, and so back to the weather of 2015. What happened is um like there was like a tornado about 2 miles away from the house, and there were heavy rains. It tore up the front yard. It was just littered with like debris, and I had to go in the basement for a while. Um, but going to the basement was difficult. Um, if you've ever been in a storm like that or near one, you'll know like what I'm talking about. Those winds are heavy. You can, like, depending on like it was difficult for me because we had like smooth, like our porch was like a smooth cement, and so like it was raining and blowing the rain onto the smooth cement. So this smooth concrete, you're just sliding onto it. You're sliding on it, and the winds are not helping. But I got in the basement. I was in there for a while, and like I went out sooner than I should have. I do that occasionally. I don't even have a basement now, which I miss having a basement. Um, I don't know why. I just like having a basement. It's like strange. I don't know why. I just like having a basement. Uh, is that strange? Just I don't know. It's just a preference of mine. Um, just now I'm just like in a townhouse and I don't have a basement. I have an upstairs and a downstairs. That's the entire relative structure to the place. Um, but anyway, just going back to this. Um, just like there were like the basement was flooding because it was a very old house. Um, so the foundation, old houses, the foundation gets a little worn out and stuff. So it got some water down there. And when I went up, I remember there was just like I was surprised by the like when I took in like all the site, like everything scattered around. There was actually stuff from like people's houses, like people's stuff, like some stuff that's been torn away from people's houses. Neighbors, like from like the neighbors, which they were all the way down the streets. Uh, Trying to think of a relative distance. Um, Maybe 200 meters, 300 meters, 300 meters. That's gonna be my guess. 300 meters, somewhere around there. Um, That's gonna be my guess. Uh, about 300 meters. And they were about 300 meters down the road. That's my guess. And the fact that something was carried that far is pretty significant. Or that's a strange word to put there. But and it's like I actually drove around for a while and stuff, just kind of like seeing the town, and just like I kind of drove out like near the area of the tornado. I was just kind of curious, um, wondering like if anyone actually got hurt and stuff. See if anyone, or see if like I could like see if anyone needed help, basically. Like and so like no one, there were some damaged structures, but like it was kind of like it's a small town, so a lot of people helped out. A lot of people knew the people whose um whose like it wasn't a house that was destroyed. It was like this like storage. It was basically uh like the house was fine. It was just like kind of like their storage that got tore up, and a lot of people pitched in and helped. It's just kind of that kind of community. Um, but um, like a lot of people helped out with that, and so like they didn't really need my help. So like the square, like on the square, like went to like the God, what's it called, the courthouse. We saw the courthouse, and it was like it resembled my yard. There were branches everywhere, and there was these massive amounts of like water, um, and um, like there was just water everywhere. It was like there were like areas that were kind of flooded, and it was just a little bit surprising. It was like I like storms. Like that's something about me, as I enjoy storms, but that incident was a bit um it wasn't very fun, obviously. But tell me the worst storm you've been in down in the description below. Like, have you ever been through like tornado or hurricane or pretty much any storm? Like storms in general. What's the worst storm that you've actually been through? Put it in the comments below. I'm kind of curious what other people have gone through. Um, but anyway, I'm gonna have to end this here. So thank you so much for listening, and that is all for this time. I hope you enjoyed. If you did, be sure to like and comment. Tell me suggestions you have. Also, be sure to share and subscribe for uploads every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. And now, obviously, pushing towards daily uploads. But I hope you have a fantastic day, and I will see you in the next video. Goodbye. Which of these buttons do I hit to stop? Okay, this? No, this.